question would be you're a host of this year's World Urban Forum. How is that important to you as a country? First that, and second of all, what are you preparing for those 5 days?
Thank you for your question. I think I can say that this is a very important event for us because Azerbaijan for many years, actually centuries, but in the modern history of independent Azerbaijan, also several decades, step by step, we implemented many reforms in the area of urban planning and management of the cities and other settlements. We updated almost all master plans of all cities of Azerbaijan. For the first time during the independence, the city of Baku, capital, has its master plan developed by international consortium of international experts. So these were very challenging projects for us, successful also. We now maybe number one priority project for us is redevelopment, bringing life back to post-conflict territories, to Karabakh, to East Zangezur. So considering all that, this is very important for us to host such an important UN event. This is second big UN conference, tens of thousands participants, and be able to share our experience, of course, but also to learn from discussions with our international colleagues. Meanwhile, this is important for Baku to host another big event, conference, which Baku successfully hosted many times already during recent history. So yes, this is important event. We will do our best to provide all necessary infrastructure, facility, opportunity to fruitful work of the participants of the forum. This forum, topic of this forum, going to be housing the world. It's about safe, it's about resilient cities. So this is also important for us to add value to global processes towards sorting out big housing crisis which now global community is facing.
Serbia will surely participate because our countries have good cooperation. Next year we have Expo 2027. As I know, you are going to participate. So how do you want to represent yourself, and have you already started thinking about how your pavilion is going to look?
Yeah, I think several institutions are in charge of representation of Azerbaijan at that expo. We were not part of the process yet, but definitely we are ready to share, to present our achievements in the area of designing and building sustainable, resilient cities and settlements. Azerbaijan did a lot during recent years. We would be happy to share our experience and present it on that expo.
And when it comes to urban planning, do you think that Serbia maybe has a chance to do similar or to follow your example? And is it a good country for those kind of projects?
I think we have a lot of similarities. We are almost same size countries. There is big history of partnership, cooperation, friendship between our nations. Of course, our leaders are best examples for each of us. Their personal relations are very important. And I'm sure we facing more or less similar challenges in terms of urban planning as well. We both have some socialist heritage in the buildings, in the environment which we have both have rich architectural heritage. So it's important to care about your history, to protect your historical architectural values, and in parallel make sure that urban environment, particular new projects, are good for new requirements of its residents and visitors. We would be happy to share with our Serbian friends. We would be happy to take part in planning projects, and I'm sure Serbian friends, our brothers, also may have interest to work here, either as an architect or construction companies or investors or in any other role. Thank you very much.
The commercial entities, except for Mr. Minister, who is the chairman of the holding from the commercial activities. Again, with the exception of Mr. Minister being the head. There will be no formal interview, like he's speaking in front of a camera, answering his question. All it's on the answer and questions session. His English is not his first language. Minister, so
We'll see. Will be here or here. I'm gonna wait. Or,
Ticho.
Może?
Może.
Okay, so in terms of exhibitions that we talked about earlier, I have a question about Expo 2027
Yes.
because you are taking a part in it. So in terms of culture, how do you want to represent yourself as a country? Were you already thinking about your pavilion there?
Well, you know that Azerbaijan has been supportive of Serbia since the beginning of the process to host this Expo 2027, and Haidar Ali Foundation is coordinating that. Of course, the pavilions, Azerbaijan has a very good experience in organizing those pavilions in expos in the past. Those pavilions, of course, will show our intangible culture, including the music, including the artistry, and other things, and especially it will be designed based on the audience of the expo, which is very large. We know that all countries represent there, and tens of thousands of people from all around the world will visit. And during these days, special days, usually there are national days organized within the pavilion, within the expos, and there will be a showcase of our music as well.
And in terms of good relations, so with Serbia in a cultural field, how would you describe our future cooperations and about plans? You can say about the plans that you have with
Yes, sure. Well, with Serbia, you know that there is a good record of cultural cooperation so far, but we believe that there is a potential to do more, and between the Minister of Culture of Serbia and Minister of Culture of Azerbaijan, a new draft document based on the certain projects are being prepared, which will encompass the next 5 years, a plan of action. And within this plan of action, we are planning to organize not only to visit the festivals and events that are organized in both countries, but to co-organize the events in the both countries as well, including the cultural days, which we think that is a very effective tool to present the culture, traditions, literature, and music to the people of Serbia, and also to improve and increase the statistics of our cooperation in other fields, especially in exchange of books between the libraries, in exchange of exhibitions between the museums, and of course in the participation of events, including the book fairs in both countries, in music festivals in both countries. So we see the room for improvement, but of course the current record is very high. And it's not only the events, but also the permanent projects, including the erection of monuments for cultural people and scientists of both people in Baku and in Belgrade and in Novi Pazar as well. And we think that these kind of projects, of course, seek to improve and to lay solid foundation for cultural ties.
And we also talked about Karabakh. So how do you tend to keep culture there? Because you had war, so like post-war culture.
Well, after the liberation of those territories, Karabakh and Eastern Zengezur, the Great Return Program, state program, has been adopted by the president, and under the president, it's now the large-scale and fast restoration and reconstruction works are going on in all those regions. And of course, these works also about restoring the cultural heritage in those territories. And it's not only about restoring the physical cultural heritage, which has been destroyed, vandalized, and misappropriated in the course of occupation, but also bringing back the social life, bringing back the intangible culture that has been vanished during the occupation is very important. And we try to reorganize those traditional festivals and events that has been there before the occupation.
Thank you.
I hope.
Yes. satisfied with how is that project going?
Yes, we're very satisfied with this project. SOCAR is closely cooperating with the Serbian counterparts on this important project, and it will be one of the largest projects in the Western Balkans and Serbia in the region, and we see a very good potential for also that it can develop to other important ventures in Serbia. Right now, the partners, they are working on concluding the final documents, and several expert groups are already working, and I think that in the coming weeks, months, this will be a very good news for the starting of this project. And it will generally enhance the energy security in Serbia. It will enhance the visibility of SOCAR in Serbia and in the region. And it will open the door for the other companies, energy companies from Azerbaijan, for the investments and working in Serbia.
And when it comes to gas supplies, we have an agreement with you, but can we count on your help and gas supplies in the upcoming months and years?
Azerbaijan is steadily increasing its gas supply to Serbia, starting from 2024 with the opening of the Serbia-Bulgaria interconnector. As of today, we are supplying 1.1 million cubic meters of gas, so it's quite a substantial amount comparing with the past, and we think that the positive trend will continue. It will also enhance the diversification trends in Serbia, the gas diversification, but it will also opening the opportunities for the SOCAR to supply more and generally to fill the market in Serbia, and to open the venture to the other projects like the gas turbine project in Niš and other projects.
Yeah, and one more quick question.
Please.
We had a problem recently with Niš. I think you've heard of it. And we talked about electric energy and now about the gas, but can we also count on your help when it comes to oil, gasoline, diesel, if in future we need it?
I think that the most important thing is SOCAR is having a steady dialogue. The working group's task force with its Serbian counterparts, all the commercial, technical regulations are discussed. I think there is a good chance that these discussions will be concluded also. But you mentioned electricity. I think there is a very good chances in the future to also supply the electricity to Serbia. There is a demand in Serbia. Azerbaijan is already introduced regional projects starting from the Caspian Sea, going to Black Sea or Southeastern Europe, and we think that the Serbia can be an off-taker, buyer of this energy, and it ultimately can benefit the Serbian end users and stabilize the prices also in Serbia. Thank you.
Thank you.